want to be talking about 3D Blu-rays particularly, and animated 3D Blu-rays. In my opinion, some of the best 3D animated Blu-rays. So that if you have a 3D TV or you are looking to get one and you kind of want to know what is some good ones to look at for 3D purposes, here's like a list of just a few. Obviously I haven't seen all of the released animated 3D movies, so there's probably some that are really great that aren't on my list, but these are just from the ones that I have seen and my collection. If you want to see my 3D collection, I'll actually link it down below so you can see kind of what I've gone off. In case it's something you think was really good that's not on my list, you'll know that maybe I just don't have it or something. But yeah, so these are the ones that I have picked, and hopefully they'll help you out if you kind of are looking to get more and things like that. So yeah, first off I want to talk about Dreamworks. I have two movies here on my list that are Dreamworks releases, and I honestly think that Dreamworks do a brilliant job when it comes to the 3D movies, and I've always, from what I've seen, I've got 4 of their 3D Blu-rays, and their 3D is always really, it's kind of always blown me away a bit, and I've always really enjoyed it and thought it was done brilliantly. So I'm really looking forward to their future releases in 3D. Can't wait for Mr. Peabody and Sherman, is that what it's called? And How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I think is going to be brilliant. But yeah, for the first here I have Rise of the Guardians, which I absolutely love, and I love the 3D on this. The first time I saw it I was like, it was one of the earlier 3D movies I got, and it was definitely one of the first ones that I was like, wow, this is great, and I really loved it. So yeah, that's Rise of the Guardians. Overall a great movie, but I really enjoyed the 3D on this one. It's got loads of different aspects to it. It's got an icy kind of theme as well with Jack Frost, which really is nice, and you know, stuff like that. And then we also have The Croods, which was so great on 3D, and I was just so surprised with this one. I'd seen the movie beforehand in the cinema, and then I saw it again in 3D, and it was just so great. And the 3D in this was just, the depth was great, it had some pop out that was great, but it was just, because of the world that it's in, it's so bright and colourful, it just captured it so well that I was just like, my eyes couldn't be taken away from the screen. This was such a good 3D one. I definitely recommend this one in 3D if you have a 3D TV. I loved it. But yeah, I also thought Rise of the Guardians was brilliant as well. These two are definitely two great 3D Dreamworks releases, and I think if you do have a 3D TV or are looking to get 3D movies, Dreamworks is definitely a company to look at in terms of 3D. So I'd say that their future releases, hopefully they're going to follow in the footsteps of these and will be great as well. So yes, that is those two. The next one I have is a Pixar one, and this is actually the first 3D movie that I ever saw on a 3D TV. So I'm kind of a bit biased here because it was the first experience I had with my 3D TV, so I was kind of taken aback and thought it was really great. And I don't know if that's because of the 3D on this movie or because it was the first one, so you know, take that into consideration. But this is Disney Pixar's Brave. Now Disney, I do think they're hit and miss. Honestly, some of their movies in 3D, great, I love them, and then some of them I think, you know, so you know, they're a bit, I don't know, I hope that in the future we'll see more better, I don't know how to put it, like better 3D on their releases. But either way, this is Brave, and I thought this was brilliant. But the settings of this just went really well with it. There's a scene where she climbs up this mountain, there's this waterfall, and honestly it looks stunning in 3D, and it's beautiful, and the world can really be captured really well on this one with the 3D aspect. It just, because it's like these Scottish Highland moors, and it's just a really nice setting to see with the depth and the out of the 3D and everything. So this is definitely one that I definitely recommend. I really enjoyed this. Like I say, in 3D it was just really great. So yeah, that's Brave. We have another Disney release here, but this is actually interesting because this was released by Disney Toon Studios, which is kind of a lower budget type, well, I don't know, it's, you know, it's not the main Disney Studios. So it's kind of interesting that I thought the 3D on this was brilliant, and it is planes. But then again, you've got to consider that planes, you know, it's got a lot of flying scenes, and that can go really well with 3D. This movie is great in 3D, I absolutely love it. If you kind of want to show someone your 3D TV, this does a really good job. Depth-wise, great, it's got some pop-out moments. Everything looks gorgeous in it. They're flying around all these beautiful landscape type things. It's just so pretty and breathtaking. The movie itself is really good, I enjoy it, but I think the thing for me that made me love this movie was the scenes in it and the way that they looked with the 3D. I just absolutely loved it. Yeah, so this is a great one. I think this is one that probably slipped under people's radar in terms of 3D buying. I don't, because it's not, I don't know, people might just miss this one, but I highly recommend checking out this one if you have a 3D TV. I absolutely loved it. There's this scene, I don't know where they go, and he kind of meets this female playing this one here. Is it India? I thought it might be India, but I could be wrong. And there's an amazing scene, and they go flying around. They just take like a little look around before the race, and it's so beautiful. And I loved it. I love to watch this movie over and over in 3D. It's definitely one of my favourites to go back and watch quite a lot in 3D. So yeah, that's Planes. And then finally I have one more for you, which is probably one of the best 3D movies, animation movies I have ever seen. If you want to see how well potential that your 3D TV can do, or you just want to see something that is great, I highly recommend this. Now the story on this one is kind of, it's a good story. I actually enjoyed the film, but if I watched it in 2D, I probably wouldn't think that much about it. But when you watch it in 3D, it blew me away. I could not take my eyes off the screen. I was amazed at every scene. And it just created this whole other world. And it is A Turtle's Tale. Yes, this is a funny one. Turtle's Tale, Sammy's Adventure. I'm dying to get the second one. This movie is incredible. It feels like the sea is in your room. This one takes Pop Art 3D to the full. If you like Pop Art 3D, this is definitely what I recommend. You've got fish flying around and stuff. It's incredible. I highly recommend you get this. You can probably get this really cheap. If you have a 3D TV, even if you don't like animation, just please go ahead and pick this one up because it's really great. And it's all like underwater, so there's all animals coming out everywhere and everything's just really out of the screen. So I definitely recommend that one. So those are my 3D recommendations of animation, and yeah, thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!